What's up, Rubens? Little Big Robots. Let's just get right to it. I'm going to be giving a quick review of these 33, if I counted correctly, model kits that were from my backlog. I basically had about 30 some odd kits in my backlog. Got a few new ones like this one, and I needed to get them out of the boxes and built so that I can do my favorite part, which is messing with them, which is like, playing around with them, taking photos, having some fun. And then I got to figure out a better storage solution. So what I decided to do is, as you can see with this box here, this is for the Zoc. It comes in a huge box. It's really common for a kit that, this much plastic get squished down to that size, after you build it. So if you see the size of that box, or this is just an example, I could put the Zoc and maybe 3 other kits in there, put their instruction manuals on the bottom, close the box up, and then have a stack. What I'm doing right now is I have an instruction manual with the kit in a single Ziploc bag, kind of filed away, and that is not going to work. It's going to take up so much room, and also they're bottom heavy, so they're shaped like this. Here's the instruction manual, here's the model, so you can't really file them very well together. So I think a box solution is going to work. So I'm just going to do a 30-second, 1-minute kind of review on each of these, and if you have any questions, holler. Some of these I'll be doing a deeper review on, and I'll holler when that happens. First, on the Zoc here, the bottom box here is gone. So some of these that have the really fun artwork, I just fold the box down and I keep the box art in a file in my garage. This one is an old kit that I've really wanted for a long time. I found it at Gunzo. I don't think I'm going to do a deeper review on this one, but it's part of the kind of monster line that I just really, really, really like. Undersea kits. This basically, its gimmick is that it can go forwards or backwards. So it's the same either way. Everything is symmetrical or whatever. And he floats around on like jets of air or something. It's a really wacky, weird kit. You see some really fun little details in there. Fun, great kit. I'm glad I have it. It's very bulky and fun. I've seen people do customs of this that are just super, super duper fun. For an older kit, I think it's around 2,000 or so. It's still a fun kit. You should really, if you get a chance to pick this up. It's a little expensive here and there, but they still, I guess, remake them occasionally, re-release it. That's how I got this one from Gunzo. But really, really fun kit. That's number 1, let's say. I'm going to put him over there. This is the Star Blazers kit, what we called Star Blazers as a kid. My brother got these for me. He got me 2 or 3 of these. I can't remember, 2, I think. It's a small scale Star Blazers model snapped together, and it makes some pretty detailed little kits, as you can see, little desktop models. You can paint them up. The blue and the white here, they give you kind of some different options for colors, so you can actually use different colors on, like where that blue is. You could have used a gray or like a white or whatever. So it's a really cool little model, really detailed. I have the other one as well already built, but I built that a while ago, so glad to have that done. I haven't, as you can see, I hadn't done any of the stickers or decals or whatever you call them. Water slides. It comes with its own stand. Fun little kit, dirt cheap. We're gonna pick those up. Those are from 2019, so they're not an older kit. They're a newer kit. So that's probably why their quality is pretty high. This big guy here, I am gonna do a separate review on, but I did want to just kind of give you a teaser on the look of it. Fun kit to build. Not my usual favorite type of bulk arm type of large model for Hexagear, but and I'm not a huge fan of like ninja-like robots and stuff. I like, you see how tiny his feet is. I prefer his feet are, I should say. I prefer big fat chunky robots that look kind of quote unquote realistic or whatever. But this is a really fun kit. Super duper detailed. They give you tons of cool, look at the, so I'm not going to get all into it now. I'm going to save this for a review, but as you can see, all that plastic got down to here. So I think 33 kits could be squished down to like 5 boxes. You know what I'm saying? 6 boxes, probably, because some of these are really small models, but it's really fantastic. I don't want to get into it right now. Whenever I build it like this and before I review it, I'm going to sit and play with it for a while and really get to know the kit. I prefer to do that. So that I can talk about what I think about all its little gimmicks and stuff. So that was totally worth it. I have 2 more bulk arm kits coming once they're released. They're in pre-order right now with Big Bad Toy Store. Those will be arriving, I don't know, probably a month or so. Speaking of, let's do this actually. This is an old kit. I grabbed this at a local half-price books for like $10. It's from 2013, so still a good quality kit. It has some really cool features in it. I always like this design. This series is this the EO 08MS? I can always say it wrong. This is now showing. If you want to watch the 08MS, whatever you call it, 80MS. What is it called? 08MS, whatever. That right there. Go on YouTube. Go to just Google that, and I can't remember what it would be showing under. Bandai. Oh, I always forget. I'm just blanking. But anyway, you can watch the series for free right now on YouTube. So definitely go check out it. It's a really fun, kind of more gritty series, but the animation is just really, really good. It's, you know, a bit of that war is hell type stuff that's a little boring here and there, but it's pretty cool. Comes with this cool backpack thing that attaches and blah, blah, blah. So really neat kit. Like I said, I probably would have not bought it for normal price. Just because there's so many kits, I have to kind of make sure I'm not just buying every one I want. But it is a great kit, so if you ever get that one, do pick it up. So that one's a fancy. You see how small the model kit's a quarter of the box. So, you know, I'm definitely going to have to start storing them differently. This was a newer kit. Actually, I just grabbed this at Target. Target's been selling a few pretty cool kits. And it's a cool kit. It's good because it's a 2024, so it's up on all the, you know, the modern building techniques, engineering, and stuff like that. You get some fun gimmicks with it. This is not at all my favorite style of Gundam. I don't like this giant, you know, 1980s super anime looking, you know, like they're superheroes kind of. Still a really cool design, and I'll definitely give props to the original designs of a lot of these old kits and stuff like that. But it's a really, I mean, once you assemble it, it's really, really tight. It's modern, so I don't know if they just reprinted the original kit or the original kit was just this nice and tight. I believe it's a reprint or whatever. But anyway, somebody let me know. I don't watch Seed. I've never watched Seed, so I like the little. So they always have a little phallic thing, don't they? The big shoulders are fun. Not my favorite colors, but a fun kit to build, of course. Any one of these, you know, pick them up if you can. I think it was only $20 at Target, if I remember correctly. This one was, where's the other thing here? I wanted to grab this. Ugh. So this is a Gundam Universe Leo. The Gundam Universe I was collecting for a while. I was enjoying it quite a bit. Too many of the figures were hits, or were misses, I should say. This is the model kit, and so I thought it'd be kind of fun to compare the two. This is a dirt cheap model kit. You can still get it, of course. It's kind of a grunt suit, meaning that it's just a basic, you know, like a frontline suit. You can buy 100 of these and throw them out to battle, but it's kind of fun to see the difference. I didn't know that there was that much of a difference. So this is 1/144. This must be 1/100 probably, right? I can't remember. So pretty cool. A lot of the details are there. I don't know if that's missing or if they just didn't put it in there. I don't know. I'll have to check that, like kind of back skirt area. That's weird. I'll have to look. Different colors on the side. You know, you can see the color differences. But still, fun kit. Get the Leo anytime. Any of those grunt kits are usually some of my favorite. I just like grunt style suits, you know. Let's grab this one. You've seen the 4-star before. It is a 30 minutes missions kit. This is just a recolor. It's a fun kit. It's got a few design differences in it. I like the black. I like the feet a lot. You build it in no time. It comes with a little cool little drone thing that you can do stuff with. A little gun, and of course the 30 minutes missions ability to blend, you know, to swap parts off and everything. It's really 30 minutes missions still great, fantastic line. This one I just finished yesterday. This is the bulk arm jackal. You might have seen in my video where I showed my little unboxing from Big Bad. I'll do a separate review on this because this thing is incredible. I love this. I don't like the thinner, more athletic, more realistic looking, or I should say more humanoid looking suits. I don't like as much as the normal bulk arm with the giant feet and stuff. But this one is a really, really nice compromise. Again, I haven't even really messed with it. Everything is so tight, like the joints. Hexagear is still is one of my favorite lines, if not top one or two, you know. I like the back because it reminds me of Titans from Warhammer. So I'm going to pause on this one, and I'll probably I'm going to do a longer review shot this weekend and put it out this week. Really, really cool kit. I mean, it looks almost like something out of Pacific Rim, doesn't it? Kind of like the Gypsy, the colors and all that. So it comes with some cool everything. Everything about it is cool. But again, you can see how big the box is and how much room the bot takes. So I think I could get most of my, I have basically 2 of these kind of crate things filled. No, about 2.5 actually, filled with built Gunpla. So I counted them all up, and it was somewhere around 300 total or something. So I think I could squish that down into quite a bit smaller space. Spinacia fencer type. Spinacia is a 30 minutes kit. This is these are the humanoid-looking creatures that came in to help to fight against the humans and stuff. Really, it's just an excuse for 30 minutes missions to make humanoid-looking bots. Super posable, lots and lots and lots of fun. I don't really like the really super skinny waist, and also it's a pretty simple connection, so it can kind of get loose. But I like the black and white a lot. This would be a fun one to weather up and stuff. You get some cool remaining. I mean, look at all that remaining stuff I have in there. I don't like all the armor. I like it pretty bare, but I have piles of that armor, so I could take one like this and really do a good custom job on it. So anytime you can pick up a 30 minutes kit, do it. They're so fun. Picked this up at Gunzo. They re-released. I never got this one. Iron-Blooded Orphans was one of my favorite lines. Not this. The series was okay. The combat was great. The politics and all that was dumb. But the model kits were a really, really good deal, like $15. Amazing detail. I just don't like the giant stupid feet on all of these big, where they mount like that. They're a bit goofy. This one looks like he's got tennis shoes on, like he's a teenager, on TikTok. The super skinny waist, again, I don't really like. I think it's a cool, what's it called? Stylization, I guess, of like a, but they go for this series, and these model kits go for almost a realism type to the combat and to all that, and then they put these super skinny waists. And well, I agree that they should have big feet. A mech would have to have big feet, and they need to be wider feet, not just these little tennis shoes. These aren't as bad as some of them are. Comes with some cool weapons. This really cool hammer thingy, which you can use you can use that in toys. Cool shield. I love the colors. The purple and the black are a really nice color. Fun kit. Anytime you can get an Iron-Blooded kit. If you're sitting there and you want to build a kit, you can grab an Iron-Blood, and you're going to have a pretty good time, and also come out with something that's really unique looking. 30 minutes missions. Acer B. This is a Type C. This is just a recolor of Acer Bs that I've had in the past, but a really cool recolor. I always like gray, white. Not always, but with a robot, if it's going to be something in combat or used practically or whatever, it doesn't need to be bright oranges and stuff. Those colors are fun, don't get me wrong, but just a fun female-looking kit. You could customize a lot of this, all these little 30 minutes holes and stuff. I have this here. You could just mount whatever you want on that. You have those for her legs, her arms. Just really, really cool. I'd like to change out the feet to something look a little bit less like she's in heels. It's so silly, but fun, I guess. And they all have like a different hairstyle. I love the blue eyes with that blue plastic, and they're just a really fun. I mean, you could customize all this. You could paint a mouth on there, a face. Really, really, really cool. Great. I mean, it's 30 minutes missions. What can you say? I'm betting. How long do I think this video would be? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. This actually was part of the backlog, but I already reviewed it. The Libernite, whatever you call it. So it's on my videos right now if you want to go look at that. Really cool base model, don't get me wrong. I prefer it without the armor, but this is going to be a fun line with all the armors and stuff. The new one's coming out. I should be getting that pre-order soon. Which from Mercury kits were all great. Their cover art was fantastic. I love this soft kind of pastel colors they were using, and this is no exception. Again, like IBO, they're cheap. Really fun designs, really interesting stuff. Not all of them work the same, work great, and there is some variance there, but it's a really fun. This guy right here with these big wing things reminds me a bit of, I can't remember, from a Reconquista in G or whatever you call it. Something like that. The giant silly feet. I guess there's a lot of space combat. No, because this is the series. It was on a station, so they had gravity and stuff. So these shoes are kind of dumb. The feet are dumb. Like if you're a giant mech and you use that on dirt, you just sink in. But anyway, interesting looking. I love the clear parts, the wing gimmicks, all that fun stuff. It's and again, dirt cheap. These kits are nothing. Well under $20. So if you want to start, you know, getting into it, or if you have a kid or something, you get these cool bits here. You get these cool saber thingies. These are great kits. Any of the new line IBO, Witch from Mercury, they're going to be cheap and they're going to work well and going to be fun. And then the kid wrecks them, you're not going to feel so bad. For a while, I collected Build Fighters, the original Build Fighters series kits. I won a contest where I won most of them, and I picked up the rest. This one I bought, and something spilled on it. I can't remember what happened, and it soaked the box. But the art is still good. And the kit itself is fine. It's really, really gaudy. The character was really gaudy, so that kind of makes sense. But weird asymmetrical kit. I think it's asymmetrical in some parts. Or am I thinking of the other one? There's another one I think he makes it's asymmetrical. The colors are hideous, absolutely hideous. It does some kind of gimmick, I believe, some kind of transformation. Absolutely hate transformations in Gunpla because they're never really a transformation. They're just like, hey, pull these parts apart and then re-stick them together. But again, fun build. I'm glad I have it because I've now built pretty much all of the Build Fighters kits. I don't own them all, and I'm still tempted to maybe go back and pick them up, even if they're already built. Another Witch from Mercury kit, just a figurized standard kit of one of the main characters. That's Mjorne, whatever her name is, Mjorne. I thought she should have came with the stand. These guys are great. They look like little anime figures that would cost you an arm and a leg. And they're really not bad. The figure kits are a little bit more than the model kits themselves, than the suit model kits. But they're a lot of fun. They all use pretty similar gimmicks, though, in all of it. The sleeves, everything uses really is there a similar build. From series to series, sometimes they're a little different, but still a really fun build. And when you have a whole shelf of these, it looks cool. It looks like real little figures sitting there, like little people walked out of the anime. Get all these faces. So you get a lot of stuff with the kit. It's well worth it. If you can catch them on sale, they're even more worth it because they are a little bit more expensive than a regular model kit. Another Build Fighters, Plasky Wing. Basically, this is the main character's suit, and he has Plasky particles. Plasky particles were basically what was so great about this original series, the original Build Fighters and the one after Build Fighters Try, was that it was about kids building a model kit, literally building a model kit. So they would take their literal model kit. So see, I didn't even use his wings and stuff because those were good effects part. So you take your little built model kit. The model kit is coated with Plasky, like a coating, and they set them down on a thing, the literal model kit, sit down on little controllers, and the model kit can move because the system can manipulate the plastic. It is so silly, but so fun because it's about kids literally bashing their toys together. Like after a battle, if one's dead or broken, it'll be the model will be laying there broken apart. It's so fun. It's just a goofy fun show, and it shows that Gundam doesn't always have to be about war as hell and all that stuff. I'm glad I have it. It's part of the collection of Build Fighters. Another IBO kit. I have the 1/100. It's not a master grade. It's just a 1/100 kit of this. I can't remember what it is, like a no grade or something. The bell. It's like a demon, and it's the 1/100 is one of my favorite kits of all time. This is still a great kit, but you can see, again, the giant feet. That I agree that they need to have large feet to spread out the weight of a giant robot, but they don't need to be thin. They need to be wide as well. So these giant feet just kind of look silly sometimes. They look so silly. And it's the same design of where it grabs around the circle thing there, and it's kind of annoying. I can't see that. There you go. It's a little annoying, but other than that, the kits are great. These come out with some really fun gimmicks. They just have a cool, unique design. And again, really inexpensive. You don't have a lot of plastic left. They go together easily. Great line. This was 2017? Okay, well, that sounds about right. So I'm glad I got that. I don't know that I'll get all the IBO kits. Eventually, maybe. So let's keep going. Oh, this was probably going to do a separate review of this one. This is a 30-minute Sisters kit. Like a figurized standard. But they really have a lot of options in them. So I'm probably going to wait for some option parts for this. I love 30-minute Sisters. I just don't like that they're always in like underwear stuff. I just put them in some cool fighting pants or something. It's just nonstop with the sexy thing. It's a little creepy. But other than that, fun kits. The plastic is it feels like butter. It's so great. You can pop these parts off and pop on faces. They give you all this extra stuff. And because it's 30 minutes kits, you can use 30 minutes parts, 30 minutes missions parts to blend with them and make all sorts of crazy fun stuff. So fun kit, I'll probably do a deeper review on that before too long. This old guy, this is from, it's not old, but 2019. This is Re-Rise. Re-Rise was Gundam Build Fighters, but instead of using their actual physical models anymore, they used a VR version, which sucks. The fun part about these guys is making the model kit and building it. Now, this guy had a really cool, fun gimmick that it works pretty well. You're actually building a smaller model kit. So as you can see, he's quite a bit smaller than a normal kit. He's a really, the smaller kit I really like the look of. And so what you do is his legs, you basically extend, he can slot into these armor bits and become a larger Gundam. And he's got 3 or 4 or 5 different kinds of armor bits. I can't remember. It wasn't my favorite, but I really do like the small kit. I think it's really cool. And you don't see many small kits anymore. You have a few in 30 minutes missions and stuff like that, but like as in size. But it really is a fun gimmick. It's a bit messy because to transform it a lot of times you have to just pull stuff apart and pop it back together. So that's a bit goofy. But it does come with this stand where you can mount your little ship thing. And you can find the optional armor parts that'll work with the original kit for nothing, So I didn't like Re-Rise nearly as much. I still enjoyed it, but it's nowhere nearly as fun as Build Fighters, the original or Build Fighters Try. Other than some of the problematic stuff in that series, it was a really good series. This is the Biauchi, whatever it is. This is from... borderline warrior person. Why do I always forget? War at the borderline people fighting at the war. I'm trying to look at this. I can never ever remember. But anyway, Kyoko Sinkei, blah blah blah. Look it up. Just look it up. Put HG Mal and then watch the anime. The anime is interesting. They're trying to make kind of a separate universe from Gundam. But the designs and the kits are really, really butter. They're really butter. There's a 148 scale version of the main character from this. You might have seen my review on it. You might have seen my recap on it. One of my favorite kits of all time. They have these weird designs where the arms are mounted. They basically had, if you go to their official website, the person who helped design a lot of these is a modern robotics person, and so built them to have kind of this weird arm part that, to me feels a little bit more modern, because to us right now this feels modern. You can see through the leg there, and it moves and everything. So really cool. Some of the stickers were a bit annoying. Other than that, the kits go together really nice. They're really, really, really tight. Have some fun gimmicks in them and stuff like that. They don't all have this same design, but a lot of them have similar designs. I think I've got one more in here from the Princess that has a similar design. But just a great, great fun line. And as you can see, I could probably fit 4 of them in there. So they don't come with a lot of plastic afterwards. But go check out the series. You can watch it on Crunchyroll. I think you can watch it on I don't think you can watch it on the YouTube channel yet, but I think you can watch it on Netflix, I believe. I can't remember, but definitely on Crunchyroll. Worth it for a month, and you binge it all. It's a really fun series. Not great, but fun. Not like I'm waiting for the next episode type fun. Like with Build Fighters was fun. This was a piece of crap, kind of. Again, from Build Fighters, the original. This is supposed to be a really badass, based on the Astray, blah, blah, blah. And it was just a mess to build. It wasn't a mess to build. It was just kind of like too much. And so as you can see, it actually fell apart on me. And I've yet to put it back together because I really didn't care that much. So yeah, I'm glad I have it, for the collection or whatever. But again, you can see there's so many little bits that don't really hold together that great. I didn't put any of a lot of these I didn't put the stickers on because later if I paint them or anything, I don't want to have to take them off. So I'll leave that as part of the, in the box with the kit and everything like that. But it was just not a good kit. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like the worst, like that submarine one I did a couple years ago, but it was not good. I'm glad I have it. I'll be glad to pack it away though and call it done and never have to do it again. Old one. This is from 2006. Just a big bulky RX 121. This is from Advance of Z. I've never watched that one. I don't watch all of them, but I've seen pretty much all of them at some point, but not thoroughly. I like this old school style of instruction manual. Nice photo on the front. And then the kit itself is fine. You get a lot of stuff left over. And it is a big bulky kit. You can see it has the blue's nice. It doesn't work well with nub marks. I don't, just so you know, I build these really quick, really fast. All my kits I do because I want to show them what they would look like if some kid just bought them and assembled it, didn't know what he was doing, he or she was doing, and threw it together. You would see nub marks and stuff. And it's really surprising, even for some of these old kits. You get them in the obvious places where they join and stuff like that, but there's not a ton. And they don't look horrible. Do you know what I mean? So it's really exciting to see when you've built over 300 kits like me. You know, you really get to see the gamut of styles and engineering and all that stuff like that. And it's cool to see that even some of the old ones had some real. You could really see that when they started kicking up their game on engineering. You got a lot of cool stuff left over. Really cool. I didn't add any of the stickers or any of that stuff. You can see, and it still looks like a cool kit. On the plain white areas, it's a little plain, but that blue is nice. It's not my favorite, but it's a nice blue. So again, glad I have it. I got that one as well as like $10. Back in the day, they would have the price. I can't remember where. I think it was right there. I think that was in yen. I can't remember. There used to be on the part of the barcode. Somebody correct me. It used to have like a little pricing thing, and you could get the price from that, how much it was in Japan, and then kind of figure it out stuff. But now it's easy enough. This one I already reviewed. It's on my channel now. This is the latest one from Gunpla from Netflix, the series. It was a fine series, but look at the amount of detail. The more you look at it, it is a fantastic looking Gundam. I love the muted colors. Go check out my full review on that. Fun series, worth watching, even though it's pretty cheesy in parts. But definitely worth watching for sure. This guy I'll probably do, oh my god, I'll probably do a bigger review on, a deeper review. I already reviewed this guy here. Basically, who's the company? Let me find the manual. I don't have the manual in here. But this is like the Hulkbuster. And it was made by, oh my god, why am I forgetting the name? It's one of the brick companies from China that does a lot of kind of close but not all the way models of stuff. So this is obviously the Hulkbuster. These fold open. See if I can do that like that. And you can see the dude sits inside there. I don't have them in there right now, so they do provide you a little minifig. The build was fine. A little bit gimmicky. A lot of these are a lot finicky. A lot of these are really finicky. Not too bad. The stickers are fine because you have these big wide pieces, so not bad. Takes a little bit to build. I'm glad I have these. I wouldn't mind getting the other two. They sell Sluban, S-L-U-B-A-N. That's a company. If you go to S-L-U-B-A-N, North America, if you're North America, they'll have a site. But somebody sells these on, on Amazon, just like a third party. So really cool. It has some interesting bits and stuff in it. That might actually be from my other kit. I can't remember. Is that a backpack part? I can't remember where that part came. Anyway, so I'll do a deeper review on that one. Probably separate in a week or two. And then we've got, going to stack these up. Give me a sec. I stacked them off to the side. And next, I'm looking at this Temotu Pro. I have this is the original white one they put out years ago. Is one of my favorite kits of all time. Still is. This guy is no different. When you build them, it's just like, oh, it's butter. It goes together so smooth, so milky smooth, and it makes a really interesting bot. Probably going to do a deeper dive on this one, so I'm not going to do it all here. Some fun gimmicks in it. A little bit finicky here and there. It's not perfect all the time, but that's all these guys are kind of like that. But this one is like a more advanced Temotu thing. So they have a bunch now. I'm trying to get them all. And really good kit. They're not cheap, but totally worth it just for doing something different. Also, you can't find this, like, see this cool plate with like the lights on it? They don't sell that. I don't know why they don't sell that. That's incredible. I would love to have that. So that's the tomato. It's another one I got for dirt cheap at a half price or something like that. That's a 2017 kit. Zeta. I never watched Zeta. I don't care for this giant red, white, and blue kit. It's so gaudy. It's so horrible. I mean, the kit's fun. The build is fine, but it's so... it's just not... This is not my style. These giant bell bottoms and stuff. It's just... It's just kind of gaudy and ugly to me. People like this as part of the anime. If you like the anime, you might really like these. Design's fine. The build is fine. It's a 2017 type build, but you get these giant areas of, look at that. It's just a giant piece of blue. So they really, in recent years, have found ways to break up everything. So you no longer get these giant, like this in a modern kit would probably be all panel lined for you and stuff, or at least detailed so you can panel line it. You get a few things left over. There's a transformation into like some kind of spaceship or something. It's dumb, but it's a fun kit. It's fine. Just not my style. I imagine if I grew up on it, that red, white, and blue Gundam would be like my favorite, but I didn't because I'm a grown man. This is the 172 version of the 148 version I've talked about. The Miles Kimbu, Millie's Kimbu from Border at the Waterline, Florida at the border floor. Again, really fun kit. It's just as fun as the, well, a little less fun than the 148, but just a fun kit. Again, you can see that, the person goes in there. There's a little hatch. That's where the person goes. The tail lifts up here, and out pops a little thing, blah, 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 and it lifts them up to there. It can lower down. It's to let the person in. It's a person's about that size. I think this is 172, so that gives you an idea. It's not a huge mobile suit, whereas the Gundam's like, massive. Really, really fun. I like this forward thing. Again, designed by a real helped designer, or somebody helped the show design the bots. He was a real robot designer person or something like that. So go look at the website. The website for the model kit line, not the toy line, not the anime line, is really, really cool. This is fun. This is a another Figure Eyes standard. As you can see, a similar kind of sleeves. Everything's pretty basic. Pretty sturdy kits, but then you get this giant hair that's always not only dangerous, but always flying out. So you fall on your head and really hurt you. I always like their shoes. Their shoes always have fun little gimmicks, usually where you can bend them up, bend the toes and stuff like that. So you can do some fun little, they come with stands usually. This one comes with her little AI person, forget the person's name. And look at all the extra hands and stuff you get. What's fun about this is you get her suit as well. Let me put her over there. And this is her suit. So this is the suit she uses. Let me see, where is she? In the anime. There she is there. So it's really cool. You can put them, you can have, you could sit them down next to each other. Not bad. Again, this is a great, fantastic build. I love these suits, or these model kits. The feet are dumb. I get rid of the feet and change them, whatever. But other than that, she like flies around with these things or something. It's a really interesting gimmick. There's some fun stuff to do with these. I kind of prefer this look to some of the other main suits. I mean, she has one of the main suits, I guess, but the red, the one that I just showed you, the Melee's Kimberly, looked kind of like a space chicken. But her thing, the gimmick with this one is she runs around with these swords and, chops people up. And it's like a spear sword or something. I don't know. Can't remember. Fun anime. Go check it out again. But the kits are always worth picking up. Pretty detailless. You can see there's not a ton of detail. But I do like the overall design still. You could really detail those up with cool looking decals or battle damage or something fun. Really, really neat kits. I didn't put on a lot of the stickers though. But it's cool. You can have her and her suit standing next to each other on your shelf. Governor. These big governors are fun. A bit dorky. I don't know why we have to have the giant lance, but this is probably my 15th governor. Where is he at in here? Well, let me dig him out a little bit, because it is a little finicky like all governors are. I don't have his hands on right now, but you can see that's how big so we're supposed to believe he carries it around, and now maybe he's mounted on it because he gets a little mount. It folds out, does this thing, but take that off. And maybe keep the shield, but you have a cool backpack you could use for something else. They're full of detail, these governors. They're always really, really fun. Some parts will, like, see how loose that one is and that one's not. The legs are okay. Sometimes you'll just get weird inconsistencies like that. I think Hex Gear overall is really, really a great, high quality, super high quality system. You will occasionally just get something that's like, why is that? What is going on there? Then the arms are super tight. So I think it's because they didn't use a normal poly cap. They used like a ball and joint thing. So I don't know. But anyway, fun governor. You can change up the head types and all that. I did a review on the red one. So if you want to go back and see the red one, there's more details. So this guy will probably just go inside one of my bulk arms, or on the back of one of the walking, the like bipedal looking suits or whatever. Not bipedal, quadruped. This is a crawdad, a crayfish. We call them crawdads where we're from. I went to a toy mall here in San Diego, and he had 2 of these. And I said, oh, cool, I was going to order those anyway. He said, you know what, I'll give them both to you for the price of one. He said no one was interested in them. And I just like fun, different stuff. There he is. Right there's it's a crayfish. Crawdad is what we call them, but I'm kind of hillbilly when I say that. Look at that. I want to take a photo of that. Look at that. How do you take a photo on this? I can't remember. There's no photo of it? Oh, there it is. Click. Fun little kit. A little bit finicky. It's not butter smooth or anything like that, but you have some cool details. They even have the clear plastic where you'd have the musculature in the back. Like this, the tail easily can fall off, so you got to be a little careful there. You throw some wash on that or whatever, especially the antenna, and it would probably look pretty realistic because this is so bright red. But fun kit to have, and like I said, I got 2 of them. I got the red one and a blue one. I haven't built the blue one. I'm going to leave that kind of in a collection area. Whoa! My stuff's falling down. Hang on a sec. Excuse me. Next, got a little Union flag. One of my favorite kits of all time is the 1/100 scale over flag, which is basically the same design, but it's like a special. I haven't watched much of 00. I really liked what I saw, and I really love these really simple kits. These are the 144s. You can see it's a really spindly. I normally prefer like a chunky, realistic looking kit, but if you're going to make one that flies or that stomps around, give it big feet, make it thin like that so it's not as heavy. And it has some really interesting gimmicks for how it mounts the legs. The hands, as you can see, are in like this interesting ball joint. So it can do all this stuff, but at the same time, they're kind of, see that ball joint there? It's kind of cheap looking. That's on the 1/144 scale. The 1/100 scale has a little bit more, a lot more detail, I should say. I took all the wings off and stuff. See if I take the backpack off. Let's see if I can snag that. And I think you can take the one off from the butt. Oh, let's fold them back. It looks much better, I think. It just looks kind of like a cool, thin, like say like a super fast robot. I think that's really fun. The head is neat, has that kind of glowy look there. So fun kit. I love the kits I saw in 00. I've never watched it though, other than episode or 2. So I need to go back and watch it. Got this guy, another Witch from Mercury kit. I think this might be the last one. I think it is. Fun kit, of course. Again, interesting build. Weird, wild stuff. I hate those feet, but I think it's the same suit as the other one. I didn't add all the stuff. Well, actually, this didn't come with. I think this came with a figure eyes. A lot of the little figure eyes you'll have a stand with. Cool shield that does like a little thing. I think it does some kind of gimmicky thing. Folds out or something. I can't remember. It was a bit weird to put together at first for some reason. But again, you can see I didn't put a lot of the stickers. It'll have this cord thing that you can wrap around the thingy thing. Really interesting. Actually, this might come with it so that you can mount the shield part or whatever on the string. So interesting kit. I really like Witch from Mercury. For the series was one of my favorites. The kits are a lot of fun. Dirt cheap in some cases, not all cases. But other than that, I'd have to say that is it. I'm going to be doing separate reviews, like I said, for like this guy here, the Tomato, the tomato, and some of the other ones. So keep an eye out. I'll probably be filming a lot of those today and tomorrow. And so this next week or 2, I'll be putting out individual reviews. Anyway, thought you'd like to see my backlog. I'm done with it now. I can clear off the space on my shelf. It feels so good. Have a good one, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.